So, the casting announcements for the HBO Harry Potter TV series have been like slowly trickling out. As I sit here recording this video, we now have our new Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Dominic McLaughlin will play the role of Harry Potter, Arabella Stanton is our new Hermione Granger, and Alistair Stout is our new Ron Weasley. Now, when it comes to the Harry Potter TV show HBO remake, I'm not for it. I've made a whole video about this like in the past, but at the end of the day, I am anti-Harry Potter and HBO. I'm gonna wait for a trailer to see how it looks. I am gonna watch it to some point. Whether or not I watch the whole thing is a different story, but at the end of the day, when it comes to Harry Potter on HBO, I'm not a fan of them rebooting Harry Potter purely for the fact of it's way too soon. The movies themselves are still iconic. People watch them to this day. When it comes to the overall Wizarding World franchise, the last Fantastic Beasts film came out, what, like 2021 or something? Like, when it comes to the Harry Potter movies, they're not that old. And maybe I am a tiny bit bitter because, like, one of my dreams as a filmmaker, because yes, I'm an actor and filmmaker, is to reboot Harry Potter. But, you know, when I had that dream, I was expecting to be, like, 40 years old or something, not 25. Not to mention too, putting Harry Potter on TV, this show is not gonna look as good as the movies. The movies, for the time they were made in, look incredible. They were shot on film, they have some nearly flawless visual effects. I mean, when you go to Goblet of Fire and you look at the Hungarian Horntail, that thing is a CGI visual effects masterpiece. Like, you know how like modern day CGI, you can like look around the edges and go, yep, that's clearly CGI. I can't see that with the Horntail. The Horntail is flawless. But going back to the idea of creating Harry Potter as an HBO TV show, I don't know, the idea just seems a bit bankrupt to me. Like, just tell new stories, make new franchises, or not even that. If you want to tell like Harry Potter stories, don't just retell the main Harry Potter story. Like, for the most part, the movies tell the story damn well effectively. Like, yes, they miss out things from the books that I would have loved to have seen. They miss out spew, they miss out all this kind of stuff. As a Harry Potter fan, I can nitpick the movies. But overall, as a franchise, the movies are really enjoyable. Also, the idea of making this TV show is just so, like, counterproductive to me in my eyes. Like, one, you already have the movies, you have all the merchandise for the movies, you have all the theme parks for the movies, and that's all branded with the movie licensing, like the fonts and the music. Is the show gonna use the same stuff? Because if so, that's really lazy. But then if they don't use that stuff, then it kind of makes the theme parks and the overall merchandising for Harry Potter kind of irrelevant. What, they're gonna rebrand the whole studio tour in London? I got no clue. That just... Huh? Also too, it's a TV show. How are you gonna make that much money from a TV show in comparison to making them films? But then at the same time too, you don't need to remake the film. God, this whole thing is just... it confuses my brain a bit. Like, I don't know, the more I just think about rebooting Harry Potter right now, it just seems pointless. And look, first things first, I wish these kids all the best. Right now, they're probably like bouncing up and down the rooms. They're probably buzzing and excited to get to work on this. I wish them nothing but pure joy. Like, genuinely, if you are someone that is like looking at this casting announcement and you're hating on these kids, particularly Arabella Stanton, because apparently she's being like bullied for being either too brown or not brown enough to play Hermione, what are you doing with your life? Like, seriously, why are you bullying children? One thing I will say that I find interesting is that they did not cast Hermione as a fully young black girl. Because I believe J.K. Rowling is involved with the HBO TV show for Harry Potter, and so I thought, you know, to justify them making Hermione black in The Cursed Child. And I just want to address this too. When it comes to the idea of Hermione being black in The Cursed Child play, I don't entirely mind it because, you know, theatre is theatre, just cast whoever. In my eyes, theatre for the most part has like a suspension of disbelief. We can have a black Hamlet, we can have a black Lady Macbeth. The only thing that I find silly with the idea of Hermione being black in The Cursed Child is the fact that J.K. Rowling was like, I never specifically specified Hermione's ethnicity, despite saying the fact that Hermione was white with shock several times. Also too, if Hermione was meant to be black, why in all of the book covers is Hermione like drawn to be a white girl? So I just find it interesting that they didn't cast a young black girl to play Hermione. But yeah, for the most part, they look like Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Like, yeah. A fun observation that I just had right now is that looking at this picture of the three of them, Alistair Stout looks a lot like the PS1 version of Ron. And something that I just found out which is really cool about Arabella Stout is that she's currently playing Matilda on the West End, which is really cool. Apparently Dominic McLachlan's also going to be in a show with Nick Frost. And for all you that don't know, Nick Frost is going to be playing Hagrid in this series, which means, yeah, pretty solid casting. I wouldn't say that it's inspired casting, but yeah, it's solid casting. John Lithgow is also going to be playing Dumbledore, which is, I don't know, Lord Farquaad is playing Dumbledore. Also, he's American. That kind of goes against the whole Britishness of Harry Potter. And then I think whilst we're at it, let's address like the main controversial casting, which is Papa Asaydu as Severus Snape. Now look, Papa Asaydu is a fantastic actor. You will not hear me say a bad word about his acting. But Snape? Really? I mean, there have been countless videos on the internet, whether it be TikToks or Instagram Reels, or overall just YouTube videos talking about the problems with Papa Asaydu playing Snape. And I agree with them. Snape in the books is meant to be described as a man with sallow pale skin, greasy black hair, hung in curtains. None of this sounds like any attributes a black man would have. Not to mention too, in the books, when Harry first sees Snape, the first thing that he thinks of is, I hate this man. And if you start bringing in racial connotations, the first thing Harry thinks of when he sees a black man is that he hates him. Yeah, that's kind of problematic. Not to mention too, it now adds the connotation that James Potter might have been mildly racist towards Snape in the past. There's just a whole can of worms here to where I'm just like, right. Why did they do that? I'm actually curious to see how they're going to costume him because, like, I just can't imagine Papa Asaydu as Snape. And again, that's not me diminishing his talent as an actor. He's a fantastic actor. Just go on the internet and search up some of his Shakespeare stuff. He's a fantastic actor. But him as Snape is just such a question mark. And yeah, I think to wrap this up, when it comes to Harry Potter and HBO, I am anti-Harry Potter and HBO until I see something, and if the thing that I see, you know, surprises me and wins me over, cool, yeah, I'm all for the show. Let's make this happen. I don't have any ill wishes towards the people making the show. It's just that I personally think that it's way too soon to reboot Harry Potter. Not to mention too, you're gonna put it on a format that is just inferior to film. Again, I wish these kids nothing but the best and joy, because again, if you don't like this, don't hate on children. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how this show turns out, you know, from a trailer, from set production, all that kind of stuff. Apparently it's supposed to be shooting over the summer. But those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think about the casting for the HBO Harry Potter TV show remake? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, all the good stuff. Until we meet again, I'll see you guys next time.